September 30th, 2025, Saturday. Okay, so I just finished with the firewood here and I'm all done for the season. This is what I have left over, so I need to stack it actually behind the cedar right over here. Now this cedar, I got a story for you. Okay, so here's the story. 5 years ago in 2020 during COVID, I started stockpiling firewood for my mother. And I built this corral and I had firewood all the way right up to the end over here, and it was with fir and larch. And with birch, I thought that I would make this corral with birch, but I only got 2 rows. Then one day I went up the mountain and I found a whole bunch of cedar. It was spread out over maybe a kilometer and nobody was picking it up. So I seen it one day and then I was still driving and getting my fir and larch. And probably a month went by and still nobody was picking up the cedar. And I figured, well, you know what? I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it and just keep it here for kindling. So this is before I got into my kindling business. And I didn't split it. I just stacked it up. Well, now what I want to do is what I call my insurance policy. Okay, so what does it mean by insurance policy? Well, I'm still here for another 2 weeks. So today is August 30th. I'm here until September 17th. Although the weather is nice right now, but just in case it starts raining, maybe next week or week after, I can't do any work outside. But what I can do is make the kindling. But first things first is I need to break it down into 1 inch or 2.5 centimeter slices. Okay, so while the wood splitter is out here, I'm going to move it over closer to this stacked rows, and I'm going to start splitting some of the cedar just into long strips. And then when it's going to be raining, what I'm going to do is in my shop, I got a table saw, and I will cut into little strips what I call shapalichkit, making the kindling sticks, and I will put them into boxes and then I'll sell them. Either way, in order for me to get into the birch next year, I got to move this cedar. Well, why work twice? Why take the cedar apart just to get to the birch when I can actually start cutting this up into my shapalichkit or into my kindling? So I got to take this lumber wrap off, uncover it, and move the splitter over into this area and just start cutting a few pieces, because if it rains, what am I going to do? I'm not going to sit and watch television in the house. I'm going to be doing some work, and the best thing I can do is make my kindling. All right, let's go to work. Let's uncover this, and then let's move the splitter over right close to the rows that are piled up. Okay, let's go to work. Okay, there it is. I got the splitter moved over. It was over here. Now we got it all set up over here. I fueled it up and I'm ready to start splitting. So even though my objective today was just to get this firewood into the house and I'm all done with that, the weather right now, even though it's over 30 degrees, but there's a bit of a breeze. I don't know if you could see with some of that lumber wrap that is moving around, so it's a bit breezy. I want to get a few pieces done. Split a few pieces. I know I'm not going to get it all done today, but I do know that I have to get it done sometime so that next year I can get through into the birch that's in behind the 2 rows. But the insurance policy is it's going to rain probably within the next 2 weeks, because September is when the rain starts, sometimes as early as just after Labor Day weekend, which this is Labor Day weekend. Long range forecast is that it's going to be around 35 degrees by Wednesday, but who knows? We can get some of these late summer rains that will, kind of blow in. It might be raining for a day. Well, that's the day that I can't work outside. So if I have a few of these rounds split into long strips, then I can work inside my shop and I can make my kindling. So there's my insurance policy. I'm just giving myself more choices to do, so when it's raining I have, you know, something to do instead of saying, well, there's nothing to do and I'm going to sit and watch TV. No, I'm not going to do that. All right, so let's go at it. Let's see how many pieces I can do before I say that's it for today. All right, let's go to work. Okay, I am done for today. I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to show you what I did. Okay, here it is. So I did about 1/3, roughly 1/3 of the cedar. So there are 2 rows, and I really took a good stab at it. And here it is. So this is split into pieces individual like this right here, but I still have to make them into little palichki. So they're going to be about the size of my finger. So I'll run them on the table saw, and there it is. It's all done. So yeah, about an hour and a half it took, and I didn't think I'd be working this long, but why not? 1/3 of it is done. So there it is, double duty day. Not only did I have this firewood loaded up onto the truck and hauled into the house, that is all done. I also got this much split. All right, I gotta go. So if you like this video, smash the like button, leave a comment. If you're not a subscriber, I always do say it is free to subscribe. Okay, I gotta go. Till the next video. Paka paka.